Hey, good morning. Good morning. Very first day of August 2014. The Great White Capper coming to you this morning with Major League Baseball plays for Friday. I'm going to recap last night. It was a very good night. I went 3-1 with the plays. I put out 5 plays. Toronto was scratched due to the trade of Cozart to the Marlins. The three hits were all pretty nice. It was the best bet, of course, was Kansas City run line. Took him a little while to get to Korea. He didn't tank like I wanted to. He wiggled off a big hook in the second inning. Pitched 30 pitches to get out of it, but managed to get out. Fortunately, the bats for KC woke up and they were able to take advantage. Scary moments there in the 8th with the Twins, but 6-3 got it home. Kansas City run line. The other level A play yesterday, the Angels, the other big bet, went long into the night on the East Coast with no score. Finally, Pujols came through on like the 8th try of the night, I'm guessing, to secure the win for the Angels, 1-0. Johnny Cueto catches a break for the Reds with a replay reversal, man. Is that really the only way the Reds can score? They need help from the replay booth to get a run across the plate. Stanton with the big throw, controversial rule interpretation, however you want to look at it. They put the run on the board. Reds capitalized in the same inning, scoring the other 2 runs as they had the bases loaded with nobody out and were about to be shut out in the inning. Like I said, Johnny Cueto was probably very happy to see the 3 runs go off. And then the Reds were able to hold on 3-1. And the loser of the night, Pittsburgh, they got out to a quick lead, lost the lead. It was, offensive type game, and they just didn't have enough when it mattered, and Diamondbacks were able to get that home win. So let's go ahead and move forward to the Friday action. Got 7 plays on the card. I'm kind of excited about what I have today. This is the top best bet of the day. We'll start there. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Pirates with Edison Volquez, current line of 111. This is kind of playing into the back and forth nature of what baseball's been the past couple weeks. I think I've mentioned, if you look at the streaks, teams aren't winning more than 1 or 2 in a row. Particularly, you think that the good teams or the better teams in a matchup would be more favorable to come back and get the win the second day. Not necessarily, you want other factors to line up with that, just not necessarily playing that. But in this situation, I can look to Nuno, and that's what I like. I like looking to fade the other pitcher in this situation, and this guy that is pretty solid fade in my opinion. He's improved a little bit with each of his starts in Arizona. However, none of them spectacular. His stuff doesn't scare me. I actually was trying to read my own note here. He just doesn't impress, basically. It's such a scribble I can't read it. Speaking of Nuno, it's just not that good. This is a chance for Volquez, who's had a couple not so good outings after really pitching a great complete game against St. Louis. And to me, the key for Volquez, he has the experience. He's been around long enough. These past 2 starts, we didn't have to throw as many pitches. I think that'll help him with the start tonight, and we'll see how it goes. But I really like the setup. I like the price. I like the fact Pittsburgh lost last night. Everything kind of sets up for Pittsburgh, best bet on the board. We got 2 level A plays. One level A play. I'm gonna ride the hot Toronto Blue Jays here, winners of 6 straight. One of the only a handful of teams that are on a streak right now in Major League Baseball. I have here the pitcher tonight is going to be Happ, and the line I have is 109, minus 109. What I do have on Happ, he's not a spectacular pitcher, but the word I've used to describe him is effective, and that's what he's been of late. He's getting the job done. Toronto, one of the highest scoring teams in baseball. Obviously, they don't need shutdown pitching, but getting some kind of consistent efforts from their starters is, really helps them a lot, and Happ has provided that. On the other end of the coin, McHugh, he's really fallen off. I mean, the guy's kind of steep down the line. I don't understand the line movements. I really don't care to understand the line movements. I just look at this price. It's come down a little bit off the morning line to me. I don't care. This is the play. You get a team with momentum. You get an effective pitcher against a crappy pitcher. Favorable matchup. Toronto did get the win last night, but this is a situation where I can see, they've already got the momentum. I'm not concerned with when they're going to lose. Let's just see how long it plays out. So for me, Toronto at this price is worthy of level A. The other level A play, I'm going to take a pretty substantial underdog. I'm going to try the Chicago Cubs against the other team on a winning streak, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hendricks has been good in his couple efforts. I mean, I like what I saw. I really did. I was quite impressed. And I think at the price 150, it was 170 earlier, and I've kind of hesitated to pull the trigger and make this move. But at 150, I still find there's value against Dan Herron, who was probably, without a doubt, the weakest link on that chain. And I have him, my adjective for him on my report is weak. Dan Herron, weak. Honestly, the only losses lately that the Dodgers had, it seems like Herron has been on the mound for them. So essentially, that's just too much of a price for Herron to give with this current, the current flow of how his action goes. They're losing. He's starting, they're losing. You can't lay 60+% on a guy that's not producing wins, regardless of how it happens or this or that. And I like to say, I like what I see from Hendricks. At this price, it's worth a stab. And I'm going to make this stab a level A. There's so many big lines tonight. The dogs will be barking somewhere, somehow. The key is just to try to find those dogs. And that's what I'm hoping to do with a couple of my level B plays, which I'm about to get into now. The level B plays include Philadelphia Hernandez. Now this is a speculative money play. I'm taking the odds. The odds, I think, are a little too much in this spot. I know Fister's been on fire, and I know that's why they're betting the Nationals in this spot, because he's been highly effective, pitching solid. I did note about Hernandez that he's serviceable. He's kept his team in the game and given them a chance. And tonight, I get a feeling, the outburst from Philly, they don't seem intimidated by Washington. And I'm getting plus 205, man. This is really, to me, less than 33%. I mean, I'm going to take a stab. I'm going to make it a lower level B play. This isn't a big play. But however, I'm going to give it a shot. Philadelphia tonight, plus 205. I'm going to take another sizable dog. I'm going to take Williams, Texas, plus 172. Try to read my notes real quick. He looked solid in his debut from Oakland. I did note that. And maybe that's the key for me here is the guy came over to Texas from Houston, had a solid start, beat Oakland 4-1. Why turn down plus 172? That's what I'm looking at. Basically this is another. So Philadelphia and Texas for me, both level B, are basically odds plays. I'm taking the value that I see intrinsically in the price being offered. To me, I'm going to take a stab with those two as kind of the long shots of the night, in addition to the Cubs at plus 150. So you got those three big dogs to chew on. And the other level 2 plays, I'm going to take Cincinnati Latos at even money. And I'm also going to take Tampa Bay Hellickson at plus 106. Any notes here to really... Any notes on Tampa Bay? Okay, Tampa Bay play against the Angels. Obviously, the Angels, the long game last night. And I also think for a bounce on Shoemaker. Shoemaker pitched very good last night. I don't think he's that good a pitcher. We call this the bounce. If you play horses, you might be familiar with the term. After a horse runs a great race, me personally, I'm more hesitant to step back up and bet on that same horse again, particularly, the next start. And that's kind of the way it is with Shoemaker. I'm willing to go the other way against the guy tonight. With Hellickson, they're working him up into it. He's only given up 1 run in his 2 starts, but neither of them was a full 5 innings, like 4 and change in both starts. He's looked effective, though. I kind of like what I saw. So we'll see how they play him tonight, if they're going to let him go a little longer into the game. I think if they do, that certainly makes his play more attractive. So quickly, just recap the whole card. I'm at the 10-minute mark. I apologize. Best bets tonight, Pittsburgh Volquez minus 111. 2 level A plays on the card. I got Toronto Hap minus 109. Chicago Cubs Hendricks plus 150. Level B plays, there's 4. Philadelphia plus 205. Hernandez with the start for the Phillies. Texas Williams plus 172. Cincinnati Latos at even money. And Tampa Bay Hellickson at plus 106. Just let everybody know, I've been on a solid week-long run. I had a small losing night. Other than that, I've won 5 of 6 days. Looking to make it 6 out of 7 tonight. I love this card, actually. I really do. I think this has potential to put some money in the pocket. And I hope you guys have a great night. I hope your parlays cash in. And let's get them tonight, guys. Talk to you later.